Hi everyone, I'm back, and today I'm going to show you all how to make dirty rice. Yep, I said it, guys. We're going to make some dirty rice today. Here's what you will need. You will need jasmine rice. Now, I've already pre-cooked my jasmine rice. It's nice and cooled down, okay, so we can just set that out the way. You will need chicken gizzards, chicken livers, 1 green bell pepper, 1 red bell pepper. You will need onion. You will need jalapeno peppers. I have a chicken bouillon cube here that we're going to use. Now, this here is definitely optional. I like to put the Tennessee Pride, it can be Bob Evans, Tennessee Pride, whatever breakfast sausage that you like, okay? And this has a mild flavor, all right? You don't have to use this, all right? I have Tony Chachere's Creole Seasoning, onion powder, sage, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. All right, so now, the first thing that I would like to do, we're going to come over here towards our pan. I have a skillet here with just a little bit of butter in it. Okay, I'm going to turn this heat up to a medium high. And what I'd like to do is get this breakfast sausage in there just like so. Okay, get that in there. And let me get a fork to get the sausage out of this package. We're going to cook this up just like you would ground beef. All right, and then I have a food processor, and what we're going to do, because when you have dirty rice, the pieces of meat are chopped up very finely. You hear me? So I'm going to use my food processor to chop this meat up after it's cooked. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing for the livers and the gizzards after they're cooked. We'll run them through the food processor until they get the consistency of like, how do I want to say it? Almost like sand. Well, like little pebbles. But I'll show you, okay? And you'll be able to understand a little more. So we're going to get this going. Next thing, over here on the other half of the stove, I have a little bit of water, right? Here, let's move this for a second. I'll just put my sausage on this part and start frying it up. I have some water, no certain amount, and I have some chicken broth. You can use a chicken broth if you want, but if you don't have it, hey, it's no worry. Just use all water, okay? And what we're going to do with this is, let's come over here, and we're going to grab, let me get my camera. We're going to grab these beautiful chicken livers, all right, and we're gonna put them right down into this chicken broth and that water, and then we're going to grab our chicken gizzards and do the same. Okay, and I have this, I've washed those with salt, vinegar, and water. All right, and I've washed the liver with salt, vinegar, and water also. Now, what we're going to do with this, we're going to bring this up to a nice boil, and this is going to cook for about 1.5 hours until it gets nice and tender. If it's not tender at 1.5 hours, hey, I'll go a little bit longer, cook them for 2 hours, okay? So when you're making this dish, if you want, the morning before you're getting ready to cook it, hey, just throw this on the stove and let it go, okay? And then when you're ready to use it, it'll already be done, all right? So then we're going to let that start to boil up. Meanwhile, if we look over here, let's fix my camera. All right, hold on. Let me get a good picture in on this. Meanwhile, over there, I have the sausage going. All right, we're going to get this nice and browned up. And I'm going to show you all how to make some dirty rice. It can make you cry, guys. It's going to be so good. You hear me? And it's going to have a little bit of spice to it. Not too much, but just enough. Just enough spice to wake you up a little bit. Right? Okay, so let this meat brown up. All right, we really don't even need to bother it right now. Just let it get nice and brown, and I have that on a medium heat. This is on medium high. This other one is on medium high, and we're going to let them go. After a while, I'll be right back. After everything, you know, once these start to cook, my sausage gets done, I'll be back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I wanted to put the spices in. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this full chicken bouillon cube in. All right, and because what I want to do is I want to flavor up. I want to season up those livers and gizzards. Absolutely, why not? So then we put us some salt in there. Not too much because that bouillon has salt. Let's get you some pepper down in there. Absolutely. Now, traditionally, when you make dirty rice, you have to have the livers and the gizzards. Absolutely, you have to have that. But the sausage, you don't have to have that. That's why I said the sausage is optional. But if you put it in there, it's so good. All right, I'm going to put some garlic powder in here. Put a nice amount. Season your food up, guys. The only season you have to worry about is that salt. I'm going to put some ground sage in, and it's just a pinch. All right? And you put some onion powder in, just like so. All right? So then we'll put our spices back. We'll let everything go. What I'm going to do, while this sausage cooks up, oh, it smells like breakfast in here, guys. I love Tennessee Pride's country sausage. It is delectable. Absolutely. This makes me want like a breakfast scramble. Yes, it does. Where you kind of throw the sausage and the eggs and the peppers and everything in. That's what this makes me want to have. All right. So then, what I'm going to do when I put the video on pause, I'm going to cut my jalapeno peppers, all right, and I'm going to take the seeds out because the seeds are where the heat is. But, I mean, you're still going to get some heat from the green, but I have to take the seeds out because I don't want to blow anybody's, like, you know, their head off because it's so hot, but I still want it to have some heat. So we'll take all of the seeds out of there. We're going to chop this up, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, let's come over here to our sausage. And our sausage, literally, guys, seriously, it only took about 10 to 12 minutes. All right? And see how it's in little tiny fine pieces? Hey, that's what you're wanting. Because the meat in there, like I said, is going to be chopped up very fine. Even though this is fine, we want it fine, you know, more fine. And so that's why I'm going to put it in our food processor. All right, but if you're someone that doesn't have a food processor, then you just chop it up this way. And then once it cools down, you can even go in with a knife and chop it up even more if you like. Absolutely. So this is done. All right, we have this going. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. I just wanted to show you something. So when I cut my bell peppers, you know the end pieces of the bell peppers? Hey, I threw them right on in here because what that'll do, that's going to season up these gizzards and these livers. Anything, that's how you build flavors. That's how you build flavor on top of flavors. Put those ends of those bell peppers right on in there and let that flavor go down into that meat. Look, and then I had some onion left over. I went ahead and threw a couple big pieces right on in there. And we're not going to use that in our, in our dish. We're going to discard that. But this meat is going to have so much flavor because we took the time to build flavors. All right? Don't never throw those ends of those peppers away. Put them in your dish. There you go. Build some flavor, guys. Now, this has some time to go. Okay, because it takes a while for your gizzards to cook. But meanwhile, I'll come over here and show you. I have my sausage over there. Got my rice done. I got my peppers and onions. And let me show you just how fine. See? Let me fix my camera, guys. Very fine. See that? That's what you're wanting. All right? The onions are a little bit bigger. And I just might go in here in a second and chop them up a little bit finer. And then what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to use maybe one of these. Whatever I decide to use, I'll let you know exactly how many I use. All right? Be back, everyone. One thing I do want to show you all how to do is cut this jalapeno. So you see we cut it in half. I've already cut some there, but we've cut it in half and we've taken the white membrane. Let's see, and I can take a little bit more of that membrane off, just like so. Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit more off. You take that white membrane off, right? But what I wanted to show you how to do is cut this nice and fine, because you want to cut your jalapeno even more finer than you did your vegetables, because nobody wants to bite down into a huge piece of jalapeno, guys. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually only going to do the one because my Tony Chachere's Creole Seasoning, it has some heat to it. So we're just going to do one. But what you do is you kind of, and make sure you tuck your fingers in. You cut very thin matchsticks this way, okay? Just like this. Nothing hard, right? And you can take your time, all right? Cut you some very thin matchsticks, just like this, all right? You see how thin they are? Now that's thin. That's what you're wanting, okay? And then you turn around and you gather them together. You turn them around, and then you just chop very fine, small pieces. And if when you're done you look at them and they're not small enough, you just run that knife right back through them to get it nice and fine. Okay, I just wanted to show you how to do that so you all don't have huge pieces of jalapeno in your dish. If you are someone that does not absolutely want to use any jalapenos, hey, you don't have to. And guess what? It's still going to have flavor, right? Trust me when I tell you this. Just use your little bit of Tony Chachere's. Like I said, it does have some spice to it. Do that. All right? Okay. So we have everything cut up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to gather a frying pan up. We're going to saute up our jalapeno, our peppers, and our onions. I'll be right back after I grab my pan. Okay, everyone, our bell peppers, our onions, and our jalapeno pepper. I put about a tablespoon and a half of butter in the pan to get these going. All right, and we're just going to let them saute up until your onions get nice and translucent. And what translucent is where your onions get a clear color. All right, and you'll start to see your vegetables start to get nice and soft. All right, so then we'll let those go. Over on the other side, remember we still have our giblets and our liver cooking. All right, in the seasoned broth. And we'll let that go for a little bit. Once these are done, I'll be back. Okay, everyone, our vegetables are nice and soft. Now I'm going to let them go for maybe another 3 minutes or so, because I want these vegetables to be really soft. All right. For this dish, I like to have my peppers and onions very, very soft for this dish. All right. We don't want to bite down into, our vegetables and they're al dente, like chewy to the tooth. We want this to be nice and soft. I know I use the word al dente. Al dente, you use it if you were speaking of noodles, okay? But I'm just saying you don't want these to be hard in any manner. Make sure they're nice and soft. Let me bring it up to the camera so you can see. Just like so. All right, I'm going to take these off of the burner. I'm going to put these in a bowl, just like we have our sausage and our rice over there. And then at the end, we just throw everything together and heat that rice up, and you got you some dirty rice. Now, some people call dirty rice Cajun rice. So I call it dirty rice. Absolutely. And you all want to know who makes the best dirty rice? Like, seriously. If you all have a, I'm going to set this aside. Hold on, guys. If you all have a Popeyes in your area, Popeyes makes the best rice, dirty rice, but they call theirs Cajun. And I tell you one thing, it is original and it is so tasty. You hear me? Even the next day, you go and grab you some and you heat it up. It is so tasty. I had some about a week and a half ago, and then next morning I got up and I ate some more, and I thought, I'm going to do a dirty rice video because this rice, I mean, like, I couldn't stop thinking about it. And so that's why I'm making the rice today. Be back, everyone. Okay, everyone, so here's what we're going to do next. First, I'm going to go ahead. Here is my fruit processor. And we're going to remember our sausage. I'm going to go ahead, put that sausage right on in this food processor, and I want it to get it nice and fine. All right, and we're going to do just that. We're just going to pulse it a few times, and it's going to become very soft. Or not soft, but very finely chopped up. Okay, so let's see if I got a good picture, and I do. All right, it's going to make a little bit of noise. Just going to pulse it until it's nice and coarse. Or you know, small pieces. Let me show you. You all have seen dirty rice before. You know what it's supposed to look like. Let me show you. Oh yeah, see that? Look at that. Okay, let me see. Let me grab a fork and just show you exactly. See that? Little small pieces. Hey, that's what you're wanting. Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm just going to scoop this into a bowl. Here's a better picture of what it looks like. You can see it a little better in that bowl. See those teeny tiny pieces? Hey, that's exactly how you want it to be. All right? Now that's the sausage. Now my meat that I was boiling, it actually boiled for 1 hour and 40 minutes. Now the liver didn't need to cook that long, but I always do my, what am I trying to say, guys? Always do both meats together. I do the gizzards and the livers together. Absolutely, I always do. And then when the gizzards are done, hey, it's done. So then we're going to go in and do the exact same thing here. Okay, we're just going to pulse it a few times till it gets nice and little tiny pieces. All right. Give me a second, I'll be right back. I'm back, everyone. Let's chop this up nice and fine. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, this is what we're wanting. Let me put this into a bowl and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Here's what our gizzards and our liver's looking like. See, just like the sausage, nice and small pieces. And once it combines with that rice, oh, ooh-wee. Okay, guys, be right back. Okay, everyone, I am back. Now, what we're going to do, we need to reheat our rice up. All right, I've heated it up just a little bit. All right, already in the microwave, but we want to bring everything together, mix it up, put some spices in, and then our dirty rice is done. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I got about 1.5 tablespoons of butter coating my skillet. All right, I'm going to go in with my rice, just like so. Let's get all this rice out of my bowl. All right, there here's our rice. Here's our vegetables with our jalapeno. And now, if you want more jalapeno, hey, feel free to put more in, okay? This is your recipe. When you all make these dishes, it turns into your recipe. Absolutely. Absolutely. I am having the time of my life. And I know I say it a lot, but I really am. I'm having the time of my life sharing my family's recipes with you all. And I love to hear when you all say, Gina, oh my gosh, I made it. I made whatever the dish is, and it's so good, or you enjoyed it. I love to hear that, because that's what I do it for. This is Tony Chachere's that I'm going in with, okay? The Creole Seasoning, all right? I'm going to put some salt, but I'm not going to put too much. Just a little bit is all you need. That's it. Let's get us some black pepper, absolutely. And how about, I have this heat on just a little bit higher than low. How about some garlic powder? You gotta put some garlic powder in there, right? How about some onion powder? There you go. All right, and those are our seasonings. So now we're gonna go in with our breakfast meat that is finely chopped. Okay, let's mix everything around. I'm gonna turn my heat up just a little bit. This is 3 cups of rice. Okay, now just cut the recipe in half if you have to. You don't have to use that many livers or that many gizzards. All right, it's really up to you guys. Excuse me. And then I'm going to go in with some gizzards and some of the livers that have been chopped. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. This right here, we're getting down and dirty with this here. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Once you put that meat in, that's what makes it so dirty. Ooh. It's good. In a good way. In a good way, guys. Like I told you all, shoot, we had pot pies and that rice was so good. I said, I gotta make me some. Ooh-wee. And I'm just warming this through, everyone. Just warming it through. And don't overcook your rice. Make sure you don't overcook your rice, because you see, we have to cook it again or reheat it. And you don't want, for when you reheat it, that your rice turns mushy. You want it to still be single grains, just like this. All right? Oh, man. Let me taste it and see what spices I might need more of. Or I might not need anything else. All right? But let's give it a try and see what it's looking like. I got some chicken tenders. Some crispy chicken tenders cooking in the oven. And then we're going to have a salad tonight. That's what's on the menu. And oh, everybody, I made a pound cake, guys. And this pound cake was, it was the best. It had to be one of my best pound cakes. But guess what? I did a video for it. I just got to upload it. Okay? So both of these videos I will upload late tonight. I don't know how late, but you'll get to see my pound cake. That pound cake is for our dessert tonight, and I am so excited. Can't wait to eat another piece. I got to stir that a little more. I didn't get the rice well combined. But like I said, let me give this a try and see what I think. Let me let you all see this in the camera. Look at that, guys. Dirty Rice 101. Take that bite right there. Oh, take that bite right there. If you guys never had this, you better make you some. All right, let me try this. That's it. That is it. Woo-wee. That's the flavor. I'm turning the heat off so that the rice doesn't overcook. That's the flavor you're looking for. Now, what I'm going to do, I need a little tiny bit more heat. I'm going to put a little bit more Tony Chachere's just to get that heat in there. There we go. This right here is what you call dirty rice. I want you all to share this recipe, make it, and let me know what you think. Boy, is that good. I'm gonna let me get a fork over here. I gotta try this again. It is just delicious, you hear me? And so simple. Look at this, guys, bite that right there. It's so colorful and beautiful. That's it. So simple. Oh yes, thank you, Lord. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna take one more bite. I'm not gonna make a plate. And the reason why is because we're all getting ready to eat dinner. And I don't want to get too full. But I will take a couple more bites for you all. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to get 2 spoons here. Take 2 more bites. And then I'm out of here, guys. Look at this. Bite that right there. Oh my goodness. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? And see, I wanted to put the red bell pepper in it just to make it beautiful, to make that color pop. And it did just that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, guys, taste that. Boy. Got another new spoon. This right here. I can't wait to hear the reviews on this, guys. Hey, if you all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And make sure you click on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload one of these awesome videos. And as always, God bless. Have a great night. Thank you all for watching. Good night. Here you go, guys. Taste that. Last taste. Last bite. There's a good picture. Look at that. Bite that right there. God bless.